Hey, what's up everyone? This is going to be another video regarding strange occurrences or weather anomalies taking place in the world around us. So, let's get started here. First, we have a deadly storm, Eleanor, which hit Switzerland, Germany, France, Ireland, Britain, and much of Europe with 220 kilometers or kilometers per hour winds, which would basically be 137 mile per hour winds, according to Google, with extreme rains and hailstorms. Tens of thousands right now are without electricity. This is the megastorm from above. It's a huge storm. It looks very similar to the bomb cyclone or bombogenesis currently hitting the United States right now. Trucks were off the road, buses were off the road, buildings, homes, businesses destroyed, and flooding is everywhere. And as I stated, these 7 countries here were hit, and much of Europe was hit as well by by Superstorm, a deadly storm titled Eleanor. Now, the winter storm Eleanor, it tore through Europe on Wednesday with winds up to 100 miles per hour, bringing lightning and heavy rain, battering houses with hail, flooding streets, uprooting trees. The storm, named Bergland in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland, it arrived in tandem with a cold front hitting Ireland before passing through Britain and onto travelers were delayed, and adverse weather was expected to be felt as far north as the Baltics and as far south as Italy. Weather warnings were the order of the day, with forecasts of violent winds, mostly in the coastal areas. Workers then raced to restore power and electricity to thousands of homes and clear the highways and train tracks of trees and overturned vehicles and all of the debris. This is the storm from above, in a satellite view. Deadly storm Eleanor is engulfing most all of Europe right now. Winter storm Eleanor, an extratropical cyclone, another cyclone, has swept into most of northern Europe, including France and Germany, after battering the UK, cutting power or electricity to tens of thousands of homes and businesses, affecting the transport of the area. There are currently around 50 injured people across the countries hit, but the numbers may increase as this storm is going to continue over the next 2 days. The storm, named Bergland in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland, it killed a skier in the French Alps, and 15 others were then injured elsewhere in the country. 4 of them were seriously injured. A train was blown off its tracks in Switzerland, leaving several people with minor injuries. 1 person was hit by a falling tree in the Netherlands. The maximum wind gusts that were recorded were measured at the speed mentioned before, this time of 226 kilometers per hour in Switzerland. The minimum pressure of this storm was 967 HPA, and at least 7 tornadoes were reported in Belgium, the Netherlands, and Germany. That's 7 tornadoes. So winds of around 140 miles per hour. And in France, in northern France, you can see the YouTube video here. The storm cut power and electricity to more than 200,000 households, and Eleanor is set to move to other regions through the day, including Corsica. Air travel was also disrupted in the capital, Paris, and in the east of the country. You can see the video here. A whole lot of wind and rain. So the waters are roaring in that area. In Paris, the Eiffel Tower was closed because of the strong winds. The city's parks have also been closed until the storm dies down because of worries over falling tree branches. And you can see this business destroyed here. Power lines for electricity have been majorly destroyed. Vehicles and homes damaged and destroyed as well. In Germany, the storm named Bergland there has swept over much of the country. It packed gusts that were extremely high, and the country then led to transport disruption across the country. Switzerland, it has also been a deadly hit in Switzerland with 14,000 homes without electricity. The high winds left several people stranded in a ski lift in St. Gallen Canton, overturned a light airplane in stands, and several trucks on the highways were derailed. The lead car of a regional train near Link and snapped this 42 feet high Christmas tree in the capital Bern. And here is another video. Not sure why it says March 1st, 2018, but that's that building collapsing due to the winds. And this is the giant 42 feet Christmas tree. Meanwhile, gusts at Pilatus Peak near Lucerne hit 226 kilometers per hour, the highest there since the records began in 1981. Here, the exact same moment when a train derails because of the wind and heavy storm. And you have snow in some areas, mixing in some areas, and you have heavy rain in others. But this is when the train derailed. These are some trucks blown off the road. The Swiss Weather Service issued strong gale warnings for much of the country. Many roads were closed, ferry traffic was halted in some areas, and several air flights were canceled. Belgium and Netherlands. Belgium was put on orange alert, the third of 4 warning levels, with officials urging people to be cautious when going out because of tree branches and other flying objects. Okay, in the Netherlands, gusts of 68 miles per hour were recorded as hundreds of flights were canceled at Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, if that's the correct term. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. Let me know if I am or am not. If there's any quote-unquote grammar police out there. Well, that's not technically grammar, that's just a pronunciation error if I did pronounce it wrong. But you can check out this video, which is on this webpage, and I will post a link in the description below to this, where you can check this out. Let me copy the link. I'm going to go ahead and pause this really quickly because it's making some noise.
We do have this wintry mix for the Carolinas and then up into New England by the time we get into Thursday.
See, what we're dealing with here is also occurring in Europe on a massive scale as well. Europe's dealing with a winter storm while we're dealing with a winter storm. And in the UK and Ireland, thousands of homes are without electricity. No power to those homes. They have no current whatsoever. And travel has been disrupted after Storm Eleanor hit there as well. And the waves are reported to be monstrous in Europe. So definitely crashing waves from the water. So the sea is roaring for sure. The ocean waves are roaring. So there's a lot going on. While we're dealing with this over here, they're dealing with snow and heavy rain over in Europe right now, dealing with a similar situation, but a mix of both. The Met Office recorded gusts of 100 miles per hour overnight, with a weather yellow warning in place for Wales, England, and most of Northern Ireland and parts of southern Scotland as well. These are more images. In the Republic of Ireland, 97 mile per hour wind gusts were reported and recorded in that area, and there was flooding, travel disruption, and damage to buildings in Galway, Ireland's fourth largest city. 150,000 homes were without electricity on Tuesday. Now, more than 27,000 homes are still without power right now. Meanwhile, this powerful storm is also continuing to form and move across the United States East Coast as well. In our area, in our country, excuse me, I don't live on the East Coast, but those that do, it's in our country anyway, bringing unprecedented snow and ice conditions in Florida, Georgia, South Carolina. Something is going wrong with our weather. And, you know, even when it reports here on an article that something is going wrong with our weather, when they say that, you know that something is definitely happening. And just wanted to report on this, that there's definitely something going on. But I just wanted to report on this. I've got another video. This one, I don't want to drag a video out being 20 minutes on one particular topic and then add stuff at the end. Other news articles at the end. I'm going to do another video, probably a part 3 to today's videos, about the rest of the strange anomalies taking place in the world around us. So, anyway, that's been an update on these superstorms. Another superstorm is happening in Europe while we are receiving ours here in the United States. So, much love and stay safe. Peace. Bye.